I am live finally. How are you today? Today is Monday. Thank you for waiting for 8 minutes. Actually, I have a problem with my camera. Can you imagine? My great son helped me to figure out this issue, and he is on his way. And I call him. I said I have problem with the camera. I cannot plug in. There are something happening. So he helped me on his way. So it is great that I'm here on stream on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I'm very happy that I can share with you, I think, very important information to think about it, especially if you are a person like me. I believe, first of all, we need to take care about our health, number one. Number two is our relationships, and number three is the money. So we have three. I believe in this three combination. And yeah, I have some also related to my WhatsApp. So sometimes I will get some messages. In my program Succeed Otherwise, I speak to people every time that I believe that health is number one, relationships are number two, and number three is the money, because the money will come and go, but the health, if it's gone, unfortunately, is very hard. That the people, when they have some health issues, they cannot actually have. They cannot make money, and they have issues with their relationships, and it will be like the health is everything, and relationships are the second most important thing. And today I will speak about five elements which I myself personally I think are very important if I want to build long term, very how to say long term, very strong relationships. Because I am a person, before that I was like if I am talking about work, if I'm talking about the relationships as friendships or love relationships, I need to have these five elements. And I want to thank first everyone which I give this post. I put this post yesterday. If you have any other elements you think are very important to build a strong relationship, and I get some of the people who send me some messages, so I will be sharing also the other thought what people share with me. But for me, number one think to build a strong relationship, if it's like partnership or friendship or even business partnership, is called communication. And communication is essential to build a strong relationship. Unfortunately, some people are have a big struggle to communicate and to say what they want, and like to describe and communicate and to each other. And communication is like verbal, of course, and non-verbal communication. And I have been struggling with a lot of people around me. They think that if they don't communicate, so I can feel or I can sense what they want. And I am a person who is very communicative. I think that I'm very communicative, but I also want from the other side to be as well communicative, to understand each other, because without communication there are no relationship. If you agree with me, if you are watching me on Facebook, please let me know which platform are you watching from: Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. Are you watching live or you are watching replay? So you can share your thought with me, because I think that many people don't speak too much about the relationships, and especially it's related when we are talking about businesses. We need also to communicate. Communication is number one very important thing for me to build a strong relationship. Number two thing, what I think that people missing it is consistency. If I am in any kind of relationship, I need to be consistent. For example, if I take a work, I go into business relationship with someone, I want to build strong long-term relationship, and I demand to be consistent, because consistency is very important. Like how you can build a relationship when you are not consistent. For me, it's something unbelievable. And when someone is like inconsistent, I cannot actually build something strong with them. So communication is number one. Consistency is number two, which is very important two elements, which for me is very crucial to build a strong relationship in my personal life, friendship, and also my business partnership, especially my business partnership. Number three, which is very important for me personally, is honesty. I'm a person who is super honest. People know me. If I have some ideas in my brain, I will tell it as it is. And I know that some people think that it's better not to talk about it, but I think that the more honest you become, it's actually honesty with yourself. And I respect the people who are honest as well, because if you are dishonest, if you lie to someone, in the end, we will discover these lies. Actually, the lies will come back, and the honesty, the energy of the honesty will come back. So, people, if you are honest with people in general, people will become honest with you. Some people, of course, they will lie, but they will lie for themselves. They will not lie to you. Actually, they are lying to themselves, and this is like number three element, which I consider is very important. Number four is loyalty. If the person is not loyal for you to you, if you want to build a strong relationship and the person is not loyal, is unloyal for you, if I'm talking about personal, even I'm talking about business partnership, because I have been there. I have been facing this trouble of unloyal people. And actually, I was also shocked about that, because sometimes you have this loyalty, or you can feel this loyalty in the first time, and then the people change, and then they become suddenly unloyal, and you is like suddenly like discovering this, and you will be shocked first of all. So now told people, never, there are nothing shock me any time nowadays. Nothing is shock me. I am prepared for everything. What's happened to me in the last couple of years teach me there I am prepared for any kind of reaction. But I believe that if I build a strong relationship based on actually loyalty and honesty, these two things are very important for me. And I am. How to say, I can say to people many times that I know these people for many years, and this is what I crave the most, that the friendships, the relationships, personal and even for the work, I want loyalty and honesty with people, and I respect the people who are loyal and honest. And other case is also is true. If somebody is lying all the time, because I feel it, I feel I can discover when the people are lying or not, and whether people are not loyal, and I discover, because I said that nothing is hidden in this world. Karma is real. So if somebody start to be like against you, and disloyal with you, or talking about you in behind your back, like badly, you will discover that, because it will come to you somehow. It's coming. It's happening to me every time. And the last couple of years, I learned a lot about the relationship with human being. And I was thinking to myself, if I could also go and study psychology. Actually, I don't need it too much, because I can have a lot of in my experience about psychology. It's and how the people are reacting nowadays. So this is the fourth element. The number one is communication. If you need to build a strong relationships with people, you need to communicate, know how to communication. Number two is consistency. To build a strong relationship, you need consistency, not in, out in. I don't know if I want to work with you. I know. And this is something I discussed yesterday with my new business partner in US, about this inconsistency of the people. I cannot handle it. I don't react for it. I don't spend too much time for the inconsistency. If we are working on something serious, I need people to be consistent and to be communicative. And number three, we speak about honesty. Then we have loyalty. And number five, which is my favorite, which many people don't speak about it, and especially in the business, it's called emotional intelligence. Yes. You need, I think that emotional intelligence is more important than the intelligence itself, like here. Emotional intelligence is here. We are human beings, okay? And we have emotions. If we want to connect to each other, we need to understand the other side, understand it in the emotional level. Yes, even if you are working with someone, you need to understand their needs. You need to be a little bit like to have sympathy with the people, to have empathy with the people. Empathy and emotional intelligence is not weakness. Please don't confuse it, because many people think that if you have more emotions, it means that you have more weakness. Maybe you can be more vulnerable, but this is another story. You can actually You can be emotional, but at the same time you can how to say, to control, to not be too much like how to say, sensitive or something like this. But emotional intelligence and understanding the emotions of other people, what you are working with in your personal life, in your friendship, emotional intelligence is very, very, very important for me. And a lot of people, when I see them without the emotional intelligence, I know they are struggling because they are blocking this side, because maybe in the past somebody told them something and they don't want to share their emotion with other people, so they need a healing from their trauma. And I speak to yesterday to my friend, she is psychologist and therapist. I said to her, I will send to you many people, I think they need you, to you will help them to unblock this blockage of emotional intelligence, because many people think that intelligence is here, and actually intelligence is also in your emotions, in your understanding to other human being and what they actually need on the emotional level. Okay, so don't listen to people who said to you, we don't deal with emotions when we are talking about business. So it's like a little bit like how to say, like machines. Okay, we are human beings, we are not machines. Even the artificial intelligence nowadays, even they can be also emotional. What I see lately. So emotional intelligence are very important. And if you feel you are stuck in your emotions, maybe it's time that you find yourself a healer or go to treatment, because this is very important. When you feel, when you are connected emotionally for people and you understand their needs and their wants, this is how you build a strong long-term relationships. So if you're struggling with emotional intelligence, maybe it is time to ask yourself why and how you can deal with it, because this is a very important point in building strong relationships. Okay, now we speak it about first communication. Number two, I said consistency. Number three is honesty. Number four is loyalty. Number five is emotional intelligence. And I get from people and from my friends, which I thank them about giving me like just the idea. And I speak about trust. They ask me about trust and respect. Trust is very important. It's like to trust anyone, you need time to know them. And once I said to people, if you break the trust with someone, it's like the cup of glass. You take the cup of glass, you throw it on the floor, you broke it. You can actually, I said to people, sometimes people do mistakes. Okay, you put it together, but it will not never be the same. And I have this actually experience with some people, and I give them my, how to say, another chance, and they break my trust the first time. And what's happened? They break my trust the second time. And because it was very quick, I how to say, I said, okay, whatever, we don't but I said to people, this is very dangerous. When I don't trust someone, I cannot trust them. If you break my trust one, two time, I don't think that we can work together or have any relationships with each other. So be careful about the trust, because it's trust like loyalty. I can compare it to each other like trust and loyalty. Trust is very important if you want to build a strong long-term relationships. So don't break the trust from someone who actually is trustworthy. There's my message to you for you today, because I know many people that don't care about this stuff, and they say, well, whatever, we but they will regret it, believe me. If you have somebody genuine in your life, and you can trust, and you break their trust, believe me, you will regret it, because one day you will look back and you see, I lost a person who was trustworthy, which I can be in a relationship with, in a friendship with, or in work relationship with. And I have, believe me, I actually unfortunately say goodbye to people who break my trust many times. And I wish them all the best, but I cannot trust them. I cannot bring them. Even I give a lot of chances for people, but once I get it to the point that I cannot trust them, I wish them all the best, and that's it. And the last thing is the respect. Of course, if I don't respect you, how I can work with you? How can I build a long-term relationship with you? So I need to respect you, and respect is very important. So thank you for the tips. Of course, there are a lot of things to build a strong relationship. We speak today about 5 plus 2 elements. So if you have any kind of other stuff, of course, love in the personal relationships and friendships, and even love for your coworkers. We don't hate our coworkers, but this is like the main elements of it. Keep the relationship positive, keep it honest, keep it straightforward, and I think that this is how you can build and also work with your emotional intelligence, because will help you a lot to understand other people. And the more you will give from yourself, the other people, the more you get. This is something which I believe in it, to take care about other people around you, not for your selfish way, but for to taking care about other people, and to become more intelligent and to listen to them, especially if you are starting to build the relationship. Okay, this is for from me today. I hope that you like this information. Of course, you can still post after on the Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. You can share your thought about it, because I think this is very important discussion. The relationships are, we are human being, we need a relationship. We cannot do a business alone. Okay, if somebody says I am not looking on the relationship, I am looking on the only on the money. Okay, but how you can make money without relationship? How can you do it? You can do it if you are like trading yourself, or you are just doing some stuff on the, but even you need to sell for someone. You need the relationship. Okay, thank you so for watching this video. I will see you next time on Monday, and see you soon. Have a nice week. Bye bye.